Welcome to this series of training videos, Compliments of District 84. Today, our presenter Mary Arnold will share with us the what, who, where, why, how, and when of club coaching in Toastmasters. This session was presented at the District 84 Virtual Toastmasters Leadership Institute on July 25th, 2020.
Why would you want to be a club coach? First, we'll start with the what, and we'll answer who, where, why, how, and when as well. What is a club coach? A club coach is an experienced Toastmaster who helps struggling clubs to rebuild and restore their club quality. The club coach is not yet a member of the club that they are coaching, and for the most part are not familiar with the club or its members as of yet. After they've been with the club for a little while, they are allowed to join the club if they choose to do so, but do not have to. But in the beginning, they are not a member of the club. The club coach is a counselor with a source of knowledge and a fountain of ideas. You're there to help them, give them some suggestions, some hints of things that they need to do or should do. But you're not there to tell them what to do. You're there to help them and give them guidance, to encourage them, inspire them. What does a club coach do? Well, first of all, the club coach is assigned to a specific club, and that club coach is there to help that club become a distinguished club either during the current year, and if they don't make it during the current year, they have until June 30th of the following year to help the club become at least a distinguished club. The club coach builds a rapport with the club leaders and the members. In other words, you get to know them. You need to visit the clubs, find out who the members are, get to know them, speak with them, know what they want or why they're there, or what they're looking for. They're also there to assess the environment. What's the environment of the club look like? Is the meeting room inviting? Is there enough room for the club to grow? Do they have the proper equipment to run a good, fun meeting? The club coach should also observe, analyze, and give recommendations for solutions for the success. A club coach should attend 2 or 3 meetings at least to observe what's going on and to determine what the nature of that club is. Have the members evaluate their own climate. How do you do that? Use the moments of truth. And while you're doing that, though, make sure you're staying positive. Generate the enthusiasm. Let them know you are so happy to be there. Keep it positive and stick to the objectives. Encourage members to be honest when they do the moments of truth, because without the honesty, the moments of truth won't serve them very well. And we want it to do a good job, because the purpose of that is to find their weaknesses and their strengths so they know where they're at, and it helps to give them a plan of what they need to do next. The club coach works with the club leaders to develop a plan with goals for improvement, such as the moments of truth and or the club success plan. The club coach helps the club to implement the plan and ensures that the changes are being made. The club coach is not here to do the work for the club. The club coach is there to guide the club, and the club, the members, the leadership, they are the ones that must do the work. If they don't do the work and you still bring them to distinguish, then you leave, then they're apt to fail again. And we don't want to set them up for that. We want to set them up for success now and in the future once you leave. So we need to review the progress of how the club is doing on a regular basis and instill positivity in the structure within the club. Keep that momentum going, keep it strong, and keep it fun and light, and keep the enthusiasm and the camaraderie and the loyalty. Enthusiasm is very important. If you go into the meeting and you're just kind of, oh, I wish I didn't have to be here, you're not going to really help the club, and it's not going to be very thrilling for them, and they'd probably really rather not have you there. So make sure you're ready and that you definitely want to help them and learn, as I said, learn who the members are, talk to them, become friends, and then loyalty. How do you show the loyalty to that club and to the members? By attending the meetings. You want to attend regularly. But does that mean you have to attend all the meetings? No. Almost no one attends every single meeting that there is. But you need to attend enough of them so that they know that you are there to support them and that you're going to help see them through this. But as I said, they need to do the work. So you need the buy-in from the club leaders and the members. And instill a sense of responsibility for the club's future. Instead, by having them take the accountability and them doing the work, that's going to instill the responsibility on their shoulders for them to have a successful club and to keep it going in the future. Why become a club coach? What's in it for me as a club coach? You have the opportunity to use all of the communication and leadership skills that you have learned as a Toastmaster over the years. And I remember when I first joined Toastmasters, I was very timid, very scared, didn't think I could really do anything. But with the club that I was in, they were very encouraging and they kept telling me, I can do this, I can do that. So I took little baby steps at first, and it took me a long time to really get there. But through the members of that club, they inspired me, and I was surprised that I could do some of the things that they said I could do because I never saw it in me, but they saw it there. And so I learned, and I'm real excited that I have learned those and I can do it. Then I can help others to grow. And as a club coach, you've got to learn that you have to love to help others. I found it is very rewarding knowing that I have helped somebody else learn some of the things that I have learned. Coaches help clubs achieve a distinguished status or higher in the Distinguished Club program will receive credit in the educational program and a certificate of accomplishment. Now we want to take a look at why clubs struggle and or sometimes close. Sometimes it could be because of weak leadership. It may not be because the leadership just doesn't care. It could be because they don't know how to go about it. They didn't get the training that they needed. So we want to encourage the leadership to take the training, attend the TLI or the Toastmasters Leadership Institute to gain the training that they need to be successful. Without having the leadership skills and not being trained, then there can be a lack of vision. Now, of course, on this screen, you see there are several other things. I'm not going to sit here and read all of those, but another thing that's not listed on here is sometimes people move on. They move away. They go to other clubs. Or some of them, if they didn't have a very good experience with Toastmasters, they may leave Toastmasters completely. And we certainly don't want that because Toastmasters has a lot of opportunities for us to learn and grow. If we can get beyond some of those things and improve the club performance, then you will succeed. When can a club coach be requested by a club? When the club has 12 or fewer paid members at the time of the request and or appointment. So very important. If they have 13 members, they are not eligible to request for a club coach. And if they have 12 members or less, they can do so. The club president or the vice president of education must send a request to either the club coach chair or the club growth director. Each club is allowed to have 2 club coaches. The club coach assignment form must be submitted to World Headquarters by the club coach chair and or the club growth director at the time of the appointment. Until that appointment is made, then the club coach chair or the club growth director will reply to the person to let them know when they can start. Who can be a club coach? Any member in good standing. That means any member that is currently paid up with the Toastmasters membership. What else do you need? You need to have the time to be able to go to that club, or in this case, have the time to join them via Zoom and the time to do it. You also need the desire. If you don't have the desire to actually go out and help them, you're not going to do them any favors. So you need to have the desire. You also need to have some knowledge. And then again, all of this put together equals commitment. If you're not committed, you're not going to be able to help them. Commitment means attending the meetings on a regular basis. How? How does being a club coach help me to grow? One, it helps you to develop team building skills. It expands your leadership experience. It increases your proficiency as a facilitator and a negotiator. And how does that help? Because when you're working with the leadership, as I said, there are tools for you to use. You can use the Club Success Plan, the Distinguished Club Program, and the Moments of Truth. Those are all tools to help you facilitate the club and help be a negotiator, because now you have to help the club put together a club success plan for them to move forward and be successful. It develops diplomacy skills. You share expertise with them and they can share some expertise back. Even a struggling club, you can learn things from them as a club coach, as well as teaching them. And the cool thing is, you're investing in the future of new members or ensuring that current members are successful. You're helping with investing in their future. And it also earns you credit toward the path to DTM. How to become a club coach. Qualified Toastmasters, which qualified as being a paid member, and as I said before, willing to help them and spend the time and make the commitment to become a club coach, you just submit a request to the club coach chair or the club growth director. The club coach chair is appointed by the club growth director. A club coach is appointed, trained, and given all the tools and resources that are needed. Resources out there for all new club coaches, because sometimes we new club coaches don't really know what they're doing. They know they're going to go out there to help the club, but they're not quite sure exactly what their role is. We have some training materials out on the district website, and there will be training sessions with the club coaches on the first Monday of the month at 8 p.m. We want to ensure the club coaches are successful. How to bring a club to distinguished? Well, there's two requirements that need to be met. First of all, from the base membership, they need to add 5 members or have a total of 20 members and achieve at least 5 of the goals from the Distinguished Club Program. In other words, if a club has 12 members when they start, they need to have 17 members in order to qualify as one of the goals. From 12 to 17, that's adding 5 new members. And then you still have to achieve the 5 DCP goals. How are we going to improve? Through monthly Zoom calls with the club growth director and the club coach chair. The club coach forum, which I already stated, will be the first Monday of each month at 8 p.m. It will be interactive and networking with other club coaches. We will discuss things that some club coaches have found that really works, and maybe some things that don't work, and help each other to learn and grow from each other and use different resources to help make the club successful. There will also be a club coach and club officer educational sessions. That will be on the 3rd Monday of each month at 8 o'clock. The reason for this, because we found out that some clubs, while they may request a club coach, they don't really know why they're supposed to request a club coach or why they need the club coach. So they need a better understanding too. And then once they get the better understanding, it'll be easier for them to work with the club coaches and everyone together becomes successful. So this forum will be educational, informational, the club leaders and the coaches together. And the topics can change monthly, and it's really going to be based on suggestions and requests by either the club leadership themselves or the club chairs. Participation is very highly recommended whenever possible. It is not a requirement, but it is highly recommended because it will help provide you as the club coach with the tools that you need to be successful. How to bring a club to distinguish. We need to bring in new members for them because if they're struggling, they have 12 or fewer members. A charter club is at 20 members. That's a good, strong club. So we need to use things such as the moments of truth and have open houses, things like that, and explain to potential members what's in it for them if they join that club. What are they going to gain by being a member of Toastmasters? Make sure you have adequate signage telling them how to get to where the meeting room is. Make sure there's plenty of parking space and that if you're meeting at night that there's lighting so that they can safely get from the car to the building and back. The clubs should get involved with other local clubs and then also have those clubs be involved with them. So go to meetings of other clubs and have them come to your club. Communicate frequently with your area and division directors. They have a lot of knowledge as well, and they're there to help the club and the club coaches. Invite other clubs to your meetings, which I already mentioned. Invite club members to go to other Toastmasters events. There's several things out there. There's the area and division contest. There's the district contest or conference. There could be other things too, such as the Advanced Communicators Club usually has some events. Sometimes they put out learning events that members could attend so that they can gain some more knowledge. Or do celebrations at the year end. The Advanced Club usually has a picnic at the year end to celebrate everything that happened during that year. And all of our, like in Division B, everyone's invited, including from other districts. You can find achievement records at the dashboard, as you can see here. Although I'm going to let you know, on here, you're seeing that it's got club goals with the CCs. That's the traditional program. This snapshot was taken the end of the year, and the current website has not been updated. It won't be updated until the end of July with the current information. So what you see for the traditional program will go away. That's no longer valid. But the whole thing right here, if you look under club search, you can type in your club name or number and hit search, and it'll give you the specifics for that individual club. So you can see where they are and what you still need to do. Where are the club coach resources? Well, you'll see the link to the website, but also you can go to the District 84 website, click on Our Clubs, click on Club Assistance, click on Club Coach, and then again click on Club Coach Documents. The next 4 screens will be examples of documents that are inside the Club Coach Documents link. So here you'll see how to build a Toastmasters club. It's a step-by-step guide for a club coach. There's also a first-class club coach guide. It's a comprehensive guide for preparing and presenting an effective training session for club coaches. There's one that's part of the Leadership Excellence series. This one is a module that discusses how to work with the team and to help them improve. It has a script and PowerPoint presentation. What I recommend if you're going to use any of these modules, you don't want to read the script word for word. You want to review it and then tell it in your own words. It'll help bring it home to them and give them a little more personal touch. There's the membership growth under the Leadership excellent series and discusses how to work with the team and help them improve. And then there's additional resources here. There's several of them here. As you can see, I'm not going to read all of them. You can do that yourself. There's a Club Coach troubleshooting guide shown on the right-hand side. And then there's the email addresses for myself as the Club Coach Chair, and for Paula Suma, our District 84 Club Growth Director. You can contact either of us for further information. And then just a quick recap. Who, what, where, why, when, and how. Any struggling club with 12 or fewer members can request a club coach. Each club can have 2 coaches. Coaches work with the club until they become distinguished or higher until June 30th of the current year or of the following year, whichever comes first. Some coaches get credit or towards their DTM in pathways, and they get credit towards leadership in the district until June of 2021.